Okay, so check this out. This is a snap-on filter that I can get on and off with one hand and stack it. All right, so I wanna go ahead and take a look here at this Freewell real locking filter system. This is the world's, what they're calling the world's first real locking hybrid variable ND CPL filter. Now, the first thing to point out about this system is that this is a locking system. There is nothing magnetic about this system. And there are a lot of benefits to having a locking system versus a magnetic. Now, I love magnetic filters, but one thing is magnetic filters tend to be, you can kind of bump them and knock them off. And it can be a little bit hairy if you're out there running around, especially in some of the more extreme environments that I find myself in for a lot of my outdoor work. Now, just because this isn't magnetic, that does not mean it is not fast. These have been designed to be easily applied or removed with just one hand. And as you can see, they have basically a squeeze lock here on each side. And once you put this base plate on, you can literally just sit there and lock it on, and it's that fast to get it on and off. And when it gets on there, it is rock solid. You want to take it off, you can pop it right off with just one hand. I'll knock over the case there. Now, the other really cool thing about this system, it actually starts off at its base as a 2-in-1. This is a 3 to 7 stop VND, and it is a circular polarizer all in once. And what's really nice about this is that these two things move independently from each other. So you have a ring here at the top where you can set your ND, and then you have this red ring in the back where you can dial in your polarization to get the circular polarizer to exactly what you want. But what's cool about this system is it is a stackable system. And this is very, very much in line with someone that uses a lot of cinema glass and uses matte boxes. You will often find yourself stacking filters for creative effects. And what's cool is you can take these and just continue to mount them however you need to mount them. So if I want there, I can sit there and now I can add extra ND on there. Maybe if I have a glow mist, I can sit there and I can even add an extra glow mist on there. Now, one thing to know about all this, I'm gonna pop this off right here, and what you can see, obviously it all pops off in one big fell swoop, is that this is all based around a 82mm base ring that you attach to the front of your lens. Now, one thing I really liked about this specific locking kit, basically you get the kit, you're ready to roll pretty much right out of the gate because it gives you a lot of good elements. Now, the first thing it obviously gives you is 82mm base ring, and you get a nice basic 3 to 7 ND with the circular polarizer combo. They give you both a front and a back lens cap for your ND filter. And why is that important? Well, I'm gonna show you why. Now, this lens cap actually has a couple tricks up its sleeves. One, you can sit there and it has that very nice one-handed clicking thing. It clacks right on there. And then I also have a back here that I can back here. And what I love about this, if you look how sleek this is. I can easily slip this in a pocket, and I love having a system like this, which means I don't have to carry a case with me. I can just literally take this with me, and I know I'm keeping my lens elements safe, which is really cool. Now, one thing about these caps is they're worth mentioning too. The back cap, if you look, actually has a gray card, a black card, and a white balance thing on the back, which is really, really nice to basically know you're out there in the field. You just need to get a quick color reading. Bam, you can get that, bring it back. That's super awesome. And this lens cap has a cool feature into that's worth noting. Now, one thing, obviously, you can just click that on there and you're good to go. You're gonna keep your stuff safe. But if you pop this off, check this out. This thing actually has an NFC. So if I take this and put my phone up to it, look at that. Now, it takes me to the Freewell page. And what this does, this gives me video guides, it gives me warranties, it shows me any information I need to get. I have never seen a lens cap that does that, and I thought that was just a really cool feature. And then the last thing that comes in the kit is this ND32 filter. That does get basically, if you combine it with these 3 to 5 stops, that gives you up to 10 stops. You can do 8 to 10 stops of light reduction. The last thing that does come with the kit that I think is worth mentioning is it does come with this really nice carrying case. It's got a magnetic front, it slips right in there, and then you can slip all the elements in there. There's one other add-on that I really like, and that is they have a glow mist and snow mist filters. This right here is their glow mist filters, and this is just a really nice addition to have because what this does, this sort of softens highlights, and I always find that a quarter glow mist like this, it just does a really good job of softening that digital edge sometimes you get from modern cameras. All right, so let's go ahead outside real quick and take a look at this in a real world application just so you can see how it goes when you put it through its paces. All right, let's go take a look. Okay, so I did come outside now just to show you some test shots and also to show you just how quick it is to set this up practically in the field. Now, the first thing that I do have is I do have this 82mm base plate on there, which honestly, if you're really gonna be doing this in the field, you're probably gonna go ahead and have that screwed on even before you go on, but just like any other screw-in filter, it screws in just like that. And then, as you can see, I just basically have this here in my pocket. So now that I put the base plate on there, it's pretty simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop off this back, which as you can see has a white balance, a gray card, and a black balance thing there, just so you can kind of have this kind of handy thing on the field. And then really, you just take the little snap-on here, right here, and then just literally, you snap it on, and it's basically, it's on there, and it's good to go. And now what I can do is I can just take it, I can just release my cover and take my hood off, and now I'm basically ready to shoot. And now just so you know, Freewell does recommend in order to do this to get the best results. They say they want you to basically set your VND first, and then you can set your circular polarizer second. And it's pretty simple. Now you can see right here, I can turn very, very easily this right here, and this gives me that base 3 to 5 stops ND filter. I'm gonna come in my camera right here, I'm gonna tilt it up. You can see exactly if I do this, just how much I can really get the ND in there, and it really looks like I'm sitting here, basically it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's very, very bright light, so I'm gonna be down that in. And once I get that ND where I want, then I can come and adjust the circular polarizer. Now, one thing they recommend you do is these little side clamps, just kind of go ahead and gently give them a squeeze, and that'll allow you to freely move that CPL there on your thing, and it won't accidentally unscrew something when you're on there. So I'm gonna go ahead now, I got this in here, I'm gonna go ahead and change my ND to CPL to get it where I want. Oh, I like that. You can see what it does here. Makes my skies pop out a lot more. I'll show you there without it, and then you can see it just bring back that richness. And just so you know, I am shooting this right now on a 16 to 35, and I'm shooting at 16mm. And if you look here, you can really see I'm really not getting any significant vignetting there whatsoever. And because this is a stackable filter system, all I have to do, if I want to basically take, like, say, my glow mist here, I can just sit here and do my glow mist. Now, what they say is, you see this line here at the top, they say line that up here with the line at the top just to get the best results. So I'm going to line that up in there. I can click that on there, and now I have my glow mist here on there. And now you can see I put the glow mist on, and it's starting to do this. And even at 16mm, I don't really see it, but they do recommend if you stack one to maybe go to 18 or so, and that's what I did. And if I come here now at 18mm, you can see I don't see any significant vignetting, and I'll be able to still do it. If you stack up to 3, they say you can go up to 20mm. So you can still get a pretty nice wide angle field of view on a full frame lens and still be able to use this, which makes it very, very versatile. The other thing about this that I would point out is that when I click this on there, I mean, I just think it's worth pointing out, look how slim of a profile this is on your camera. I know in the past I've done with a lot of VNDs on there, and they tend to take so much space. And I love the fact that this has a cap that I can keep everything protected for. And I mean, even with the cap on, it doesn't take much space. It's very, very nice to use. Now, whenever I do a review of any system, I always like to point out what I consider any rooms for improvement of the system, just so you're fully aware of what it is and what it isn't. You know, this one right out of the gate, if I had to put any rooms for improvement, man, this does a really good job of what I get. I got really, really good color out of this. It worked really well. I love the fact that the circular polarizer on there works so well in addition to the VND. You do run a lot of situations where that doesn't always happen. I mean, really the only thing I could think of, if you have smaller lens kits and don't want to deal with an 82mm, you're going to have to get a step-up ring. I don't consider that a huge limitation, but it's just something to know. But I'll be honest, if you're going to spend this much money on a system, you should just go ahead and get 82mm because that future-proofs your investment. And that's not really a limitation, it's more just about something to know about this system based on the lens kit that you have. All right, guys, so there you go. That is the Freewell Real Locking Filter. This is one of those things, if you're looking for a filter system, I give this as high a rating as I could possibly give a filter system. You got great color, super ease of use, and the fact that it just locks on there, you never have to worry about knocking it off, is a huge thing. That is a great advantage I found versus magnetic filters. Anyway, guys, I'd love to hear what you have to say with this. Leave me notes and comments down below. And yeah, go out there, keep on shooting, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon.